Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Zoetic, and welcome to my collection. So, I'm gonna explain what my collection is. Basically, I'm literally gonna be going through my collection of records, books, CDs, movies, DVDs, merchandise, anything that I got that's physical. I'm gonna show y'all why it's important to me, why I got it, why I love it, and that's pretty much it. So stay tuned and let's get into my collection. All right, so first thing I got picked out here is a record. Let's check it out. This is The Sound of Philadelphia, just a little compilation from Gamble and Huff, some of their best creations. We got Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Lou Rawls, Teddy Pendergrass, the OJs, real beautiful compositions from Gamble and Huff, one of the greatest songwriting and producing duos of all time. I feel like they're kind of underrated, a little underappreciated in history. They were kind of the antithesis of Motown when it comes to, Motown was really just cleaned up and polished, and Sound of Philadelphia just gave it to you raw, straight soul, straight funk, straight R&B, real beautiful music. Some of the best shit that I ever heard in my life, man. Sound of Philadelphia, Gamble and Huff. All right, next up, I got a book here from Scarface, aka Brad Jordan, Diary of a Madman. This is just an autobiography, stuff that he went through in his life early on in his career, relationship with Jay Prince, Rap A Lot, the Ghetto Boys, mental issues and family issues, things that he was going through, and stuff that he was talking about in his raps. It gave a little bit more context, and the dude was one of the first people to really get into emotions and feeling and just talking about almost like borderline suicide type of stuff. I mean, it really had a stigma to it, but the type of person that Brad Jordan is, he really believed it and it was coming from a real place. The stigma that it has in hip hop community, especially the black community, people don't really talk about their mental issues and stuff. And Brad Jordan kind of just kicked the doors down for other people to come and talk about that kind of stuff. And this is a really good book. I highly recommend it. It's a short read, but it's really interesting to get a look into the life of Scarface, aka Brad Jordan. All right, next up, I got a CD right here. This is a DMX, The Great Depression. Got a couple of bangers on here, man. Rest in peace to Dark Man X. Had to pull this one out. Some of my favorite tracks, We Right Here, Who We Be. This is towards the end of his really monstrous run. He was a hip-hop icon and superstar. But this is still pretty solid right here, man. I would still definitely recommend The Great Depression. Had to pull it out just to pay honor, pay respect to the big man, Dark Man X, man. It was a real true loss to hip hop, Sam. We always gonna remember him for the iconic stuff that he did for works like this, The Great Depression, DMX. All right, next up, I got a movie DVD over here. This is Bone Thugs and Harmony, little live performance, bunch of performances cut up together. They got MTV Awards, VMAs, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a performance for Eazy-E on here. So this is a collection from mid to late 90s, early 2000s. And these dudes at their peak were pretty monstrous, you know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs and Harmony, they were just really pushing the boundaries of what rap could be with the whole singing and just the flow, stuff like that. They were really trying new things, treading new ground. And both Thugs, man, they really legendary, man. I feel like they're kind of underappreciated also in history. Looking back, they might not have been the nicest lyrically, but man, they had some bangers, they had some hits, and man, Bone Thugs, iconic. I feel like it's funny, I've never met a cholo who doesn't fuck with Bone Thugs, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool to see crazy crowds that they were rocking at some of their peaks and some wild moments, as you could tell, they're superstars, so there's definitely some wild moments on the road. It's pretty cool to check out. All right, so thank y'all so much for tuning in. As we get more into this, we're going to get a little more deeper into the stuff that I got. This is just kind of an intro into it. So thank you so much. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on IG and Twitter. Check me out on Patreon and Bandcamp. If you want to subscribe to the email newsletter, please put your emails in the comments and we'll get you subscribed to that ASAP. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.